welcome everyone. My name is Marcel Narish, and I'm a member of the Microsoft Dynamics ERP team. Our Microsoft team is continually in conversation with our customers, uncovering what were the signs that their business had reached a threshold, that their existing accounting software was no longer supporting their needs. While each company is uniquely different, the growing pains customers are experiencing share commonality. I thought for today I would kick us off with a video clip from a presentation we just recorded with Eric Kimberling. And I do realize not everyone will recognize Eric as a person of interest in the world of small and mid-sized business ERP, but in the video snippet, he does a fantastic job of providing you with an overview of his background and experiences. I thought his perspective on what the signs are that your business may have reached a tipping point would be very valuable. So let's roll the video, and I invite you to listen in and see if any of his findings resemble your business challenges.
Well, thank you, and thanks everyone for joining here today. I'm looking forward to presenting here with you all today. As mentioned, my name is Eric Kimberling. I'm the founder and managing partner of Panorama Consulting Solutions, and my background is 20 years in the ERP and accounting software space. So I've spent the last 20 years helping small, mid-sized, and even some larger organizations identify the software that's the best fit for them, and also helping them implement those software solutions. So my background is heavy in the software selection, project management, organizational change management, and business process reengineering side of accounting software, ERP systems, CRM systems, et cetera. I'm widely considered a thought leader in the industry. I've published over 1,000 different ERP-related articles and blogs. I've been quoted in a lot of different publications. And I have somewhat of a business background, too, with an MBA and a Six Sigma Black Belt. In my more recent experience has also evolved to include expert witness type of advice. So a lot of my consulting experience in recent years has been focused on helping high-profile lawsuits sort out who's at fault with some of the lawsuits related to large-scale ERP implementations. So that's a little bit about myself and my background. So a lot of times when we're working with small and mid-sized organizations, they often ask, what are the signs that we might need new accounting or ERP or CRM software? And there's no magic answer, there's no silver bullet answer of why you might need the new software, but there are a number of things that we've seen over the years of our experience working with small and mid-sized companies. And the signs that we often see are, first of all, outdated software. That's the first one, and that is oftentimes the easiest to spot. That's the scenario where you might have QuickBooks, or you're using Excel spreadsheets, or maybe you're using some kind of homegrown legacy system that's outdated and just isn't supported anymore. Or perhaps you don't have the right skill sets in-house to support that software because it's so outdated. So if you have a system that's outdated either functionally, technically, or you've just outgrown it, that's a common sign that your company may be a candidate for new software. Another sign is the vertical functionality not being supported. So if you're in a specific industry, let's just say manufacturing, for example, and you're using a system that doesn't support manufacturing execution systems, or it doesn't control the shop floor type of functionality that you need, those are two examples of a case where you might want to go look for a software solution that can handle that industry-specific functionality. Other examples include food and beverage or aerospace and defense, and industry verticals that have very unique needs or regulatory needs. A lot of times if you don't have software that's built for that industry, or at least support that industry vertical, it's time to go look for a new software solution. And then there's also the case where your existing solution consists of a number of disconnected applications. So maybe over the years, let's just say, for example, you've implemented QuickBooks to handle your back-end accounting and finance. Perhaps you've entered or implemented a standalone CRM system to handle your Salesforce needs. And then maybe you have a separate system that handles your inventory management, let's just say, and now you're trying to figure out how to tie that data together and how to make that a seamless workflow and seamless process. And that's oftentimes is a breaking point or a tipping point for companies that decide that it is time to go look for a single accounting or ERP system. And then there's also the fourth issue, or the fourth symptom of the potential need for a new system, which is your current system can't support the needs of a growing business environment. So typically when companies implement their first accounting software, their first ERP system, they don't know what they're going to become. They don't know how much they're going to grow or what directions they're going to grow or how their business processes and operations are going to change. So what ends up happening is oftentimes you just outgrow the system. As your company evolves and you grow and add people and add business processes and add new customers, enter new markets, oftentimes that leads to a strain on your system in a case where it might be time to look at a new system. And then there's the fifth issue, which is a more technical related issue where perhaps performance issues are slowing down your processing times. The end users are maybe frustrated because they can't access the data they want because the data is not processing and the system itself isn't processing transactions as quickly as it should. And then the sixth issue is the transaction limitations are often leading to inefficiencies across the business. So if you find that your business processes are siloed and fragmented and they aren't cohesive across your different departments and business units, that's where oftentimes a challenge that might lead to a new system. And then finally, the seventh sign is that if you have disconnected data that hinders decision making, which can result in lost sales, lower profits, and lower levels of customer service. So again, that kind of ties back to the previous point we talked about with siloed systems. If you've got multiple pockets of data and you're having your employees access multiple data sources to make decisions or to at least gather the information you need to make decisions, that can be a very inefficient process and a very inaccurate process. So that oftentimes will be a sign that it might be time for a new ERP or accounting system.
Welcome back. I hope you found value in Eric's perspective and insight. In that presentation, Eric continued on to share his perspective on the positive benefits that small and mid-sized businesses gain from modernizing their IT. For today, for those of you who do suspect your accounting system may be holding you back, I want to be a bit more prescriptive and show some examples how technology can make a difference for your company. How the positive benefits your business gains can be realized across multiple measurements, from people productivity to financial-oriented KPIs. But first, really, what does technology mean? And how would investment in a new business management solution truly help you? The answer in its simplest form is all about how you can better support your employees to gain access to the information they need to serve customers better, make decisions faster, and get more done in less time. So what is Microsoft's approach for making benefits of modern technology a reality for your business? While your business is unique, there are shared common characteristics. No matter what your business specialty is, every company needs the foundation of a strong back office to drive their financial visibility forward. A business solution from Microsoft is designed to address your company's goals and challenges across 4 key areas: growing efficiently, connecting with your customers, doing business anywhere, and safeguarding your business. For companies operating on outdated accounting software, as Eric reviewed, you probably don't have the real-time information easily accessible that can help your employees to anticipate, manage, and respond quickly. Employees are spending their time on manual processes, entering data more than once, and chasing down paper documents. So let's take a look at how we can help you. With a business solution from Microsoft, you get flexible and familiar solutions that begin to blur the lines between what has traditionally been siloed activities between your accounting solution and your productivity tools. One of the biggest challenges of any new implementation is user adoption. So I'd like to demonstrate how familiar our user experience is. Like other Microsoft applications your employees are using every day, Dynamics also has the concepts of a navigation pane, ribbon, and favorites. Here I can unhide and hide my navigation pane to increase my visible real estate based on my personal user choice. The overall view that we're seeing here is what we call our role center. Depending on an employee's responsibility to the business, a person's individual role center view is customizable to serve up access to the information they need to perform their day-to-day tasks. With Role Center templates delivered and pre-configured for different personas in your organization, this functionality ensures your team is able to quickly implement and get up and running with the level of business performance visibility they need to be efficient in their role. I'm going to use this view today as my example, and I'll just click on purchasing and get a more detailed list view of my vendors. I'm going to choose my vendor Advanced Office System and open their master record. What you're seeing here is our standard master record vendor card. I've drilled down into it and I can do any of the updates that I need. But what's really cool and makes my day more productive is that with the integration to Skype for Business, I can easily initiate a communication to contacts outside my company. Here is where we begin to see that blurring of the line of what traditionally was our business application over there and our productivity tools over here. As my contact here, Lindsay Vaughn, is a Skype contact with Craig, I can see right away that she's actually busy here at the moment. So she might not be available to take my call, but Craig can come in and he can simply select the email, call her directly, or even send an IM right from within the ERP system. And this is available for any of our contacts. Again, the role-based homepage operates just like other Microsoft applications. And because in my day-to-day life I wear many hats, as I'm sure you do too, as you can see here within my Role Center, to make my life more simple, I can suppress my to-do list and quickly see a grouping of my quick links where I've set up all of my favorites that allow me to easily jump to anything that I need. Here you see I have my Bing search, I have other applications, and I actually also have quick jumps to other applications functionally wise within my Dynamics ERP. For those executive roles that want to get down into the data, the Business Analyzer is going to be your best friend with capability to create reports, charts, graphs, and as you build them, I can create a My Reports view, which provides me quick and easy access anytime I need to run a report or access data that I know is contained in one of the reports I've created. Eric spoke about disconnected sources of data, combined with the lack of real-time visibility being key challenges when you've outgrown your accounting system. Let's show another example of how Microsoft Dynamics can help solve that challenge. Still operating within my Role Center, which essentially is my dashboard into the infinite information I need to be operating at peak efficiency. Let's explore how we can easily access our customer details, which is important to me, but I haven't elected to represent it here in my Role Center. So just how easy is it to track down? Just like your inbox structure in Outlook, let's go over here to the left navigation and we're going to select Sales. After selecting, on the right I can see different area views, but for this particular scene I'm going to go over here directly and click on My Customers. This screen view is designed to support my requirements as a user. You see that I have my list view here on the top of all my customers, but below I have a preview at the bottom that populates automatically, allowing me to see some of the basic information related to the customer that quickly can bring me up to speed on where we're at in our relationship with them. Over here to the right, I have embedded an analyzer report, which shows me my receivables aging for this customer at a glance. If I scroll over, I can see total sales for the past 12 months for my customer. So let's say Aaron Fitz here in our customer list gives me a call while I'm in the middle of my day. I simply am going to select his record, and to interact with him, he wants to place an order. So I'm going to come up here to my ribbon, select order, and I'm immediately into an order entry screen populated with all of Aaron's header information. So I've got my date, I've got my ship to, everything that I need to make the current task of placing an order with Aaron very effective and efficient. So let's come over here. We're going to look up the item that Aaron wants to order with me today. And he happens to be a gamer, so he wants to order an Xbox. I simply select Xbox, populate it over, it comes into my order, and when I click over here off of my extended price, in my company, we have a mandate to provide the best customer experience. So as soon as I clicked off of that price, suggested sales items related to what Aaron ordered pops up so that I can further dialogue with him about them. And as we're dialoguing, if I am at all confused or don't remember why I might want to introduce this to him, as I select these items, you can see here below that a sales script pops up. So while I'm on the phone, I can be a little more insightful with Eric as to why he might want to consider adding these. As Eric is a major gamer, he is going to take both of these. So I'm going to select them over and simply add them to our order. Then I'm going to save my sales order and I come on through. So far, I've shown a few examples of how employees can become more productive by simply having real-time access to the data that is important to their day-to-day setting. Now, let's get a bit more tangible. What does beyond the basic offering look like? And how can you achieve even more employee productivity gains? In this next scenario, I want to share with you some lifelike examples of our business applications working together with our productivity tools. Tools like Excel that are being used every day to support reporting tasks. First example is all about collaboration. Here I am in Office 365, which is our cloud version of Microsoft Office. You can see we have all of our team documents stored here for easy accessibility by anyone on the team, so that when we're sharing, we can work together off the same set of information. I've uploaded here one of the reports from my Dynamics ERP system, the customer balance report. So I'm just going to click on it, open it, and here we're viewing the contents of my report. I've got my customer list, I have my account number, I have their current balance. But I want to work within a subset of this data, a smaller workable list. So I can come up here and edit the workbook and open it in Excel. And right away, using standard Excel functionality, I'm able to come over here to my balance column, select it, and I'm going to filter it down to my top 10 customers. I'm going to say OK. Here's my top 10 customers, and this is fantastic, but I struggle as I get older. It's a little hard to read all of these numbers. So again, using standard Excel functionality, I'm going to highlight my customer name. I'm going to highlight their customer balance. I'm going to come up here and insert a graph using a column chart. And right away, I see a graphical representation of my data, which allows me to easily see and identify that if I look at Contoso here and my other client office design systems, these are two customers I need to keep a tight lens on as I'm a bit uncomfortable with their balance levels. So this report I find valuable, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to save it. And so that I can find it easy later and also share it with my team, I'm going to rename it and save it back up to my OneDrive. And here we have our new report sitting here and available. So what you've seen is that I took a report generated from my ERP system that I had shared with my team for easy access, created an ad hoc report using Excel to support my need to filter down on high volume collection customers, and then further refined the report to make it graphically oriented so I could quickly see my hotspots. These day-in-the-life examples are meant to demonstrate just how easy it is to integrate with tools like Excel that you use every day. Our next scenario I'd like to walk you through shows us how easy it is for you to connect with your customer data. Again, as Office 365 is in the cloud, it's important to note You can access this information from wherever you are on any device. When I'm traveling, I typically use my phone. So for this scene, let's walk through managing something that we have to use every day. I'm going to go in and pop open my calendar. We can see that I have some meetings coming out here. I actually have an inventory stock count coming up on the 26th, and I actually have a reoccurring sales meeting. And to support my sales meeting, I'm going to want to take a look at the current opportunities so I'm prepared to have discussions with my sales team. So sitting here in my calendar, I simply open up this meeting request, and right from here, I can see that I have an attached sales dashboard. I simply am going to click on that, and it opens right away from within Office 365. You can see on the left here, I have a variety of dashboards available. These actually are sample dashboards available for download from the Microsoft Office Store. And for our Dynamics ERP customers, they simply connect the dashboard with their ERP database, and they're up and running with insightful views into sales performance. Here we're looking at my top 5 customers, my top sales people, and over here to the right, again, I have the ability to have a graphical view. And this is data that I can actually open in Excel. Here's a standard Excel spreadsheet for those of you that are familiar. With that, the data components that were driving my dashboard view, I can see down here if I were to go through the different tabs. But also I can see different here is that I have some customer names that are highlighted with hyperlinks. If I click here on After Sweep, I have immediately jumped back to my Dynamics ERP system, and I'm sitting here in After Sweep customer card. Using my ribbon, I can come over here to Available Reports. I can run and open my receivables aging, and again, a graphical representation of my current relationship with my customer. So let's walk through a final scene. As your business grows, being able to efficiently transact customer requests can oftentimes require that employees extend data typically contained within the accounting system with familiar Office products. So here is going to be another example I think you'll easily connect with. We probably all experience a love-hate relationship with our email inboxes, so I'm going to come up here and open my Outlook inbox. In real life, communicating with customers and vendors via email can be an everyday occurrence. Another integration point between Dynamics ERP and your productivity tools is being able to invoke and distribute a report to a customer or vendor via email. Over here, I can see I have a Word document, and this is a sample purchase order. Effectively, this is a Word-based report that can easily be attached to an email to distribute the information back to the customer. I also did a quick sales order document just to show you. I'll again come over here to my Word document, open it up, and I'm able to, again, attach this via email and forward it to anyone that I need to connect with. To recap, some of the top challenges growing businesses experience with outdated accounting systems are siloed data, disconnected systems, inefficient processes that strangle employee productivity, just to name a few of the top ones. As showcased throughout today's presentation, these short demonstrations were designed to show you how a business solution from Microsoft is empowering small and mid-sized businesses by making their technology a business advantage, how integrating your business application with your productivity tools can improve operational efficiency and help your employees be more productive. I hope this has inspired you to reach out for a more personalized discussion about your company's requirements. Or please visit Microsoft.com and I invite you to take a test drive. Thank you for joining us today to better identify whether your business has outgrown your current accounting software.